Going to be an equal, 0.36, and that's going to be a percentage, 36%. So what is our high going to be, our H1? What are we trying to prove? It's a higher proportion, so it's going to be a greater than. What kind of test is that? Left-tailed, right-tailed, two-tailed? This is going to be a right-tailed. They've already told us that alpha is 0.05. What is my X and what is my N? N is 105. I asked or surveyed 105 people. And how many of those surveys were riding dirty? 51. Okay. So, now I need to go to my table. And from that table, I need to get my little shading. So, I don't think I still have it up. Let me snag it one more again. Copy, bless you, and paste. So, we have an alpha of 0.05, and it is a right-tailed, which means we're coming at a 1.645. Are we good with that? Yeah. So that means we have a normal distribution with a mean of 0. And we just got our z-score is a 1.645. And it is right-tailed, which means we're shading to the right. And if our point lies in this area, what are we going to do? We're going to reject that hoe. And if it falls over here, we're going to not reject. Okay, so now we got to figure out what that point is. So we're going to go to our calculator. We're going to do stat test number 5. Stat test number 5. Stat test number 5. So, what is my P? 0.36. What is my X? 51. What is my N? 105. Which one am I going to choose? The greater than. Okay. So I'm going to pull this down just so you'll have it in your notes. And then I'm going to calculate. And what this is telling me is it's telling me my Z. It's telling me, quote unquote, my data point. So there is my Z. So my Z is going to be over here, a 2.68. So our question is, are we rejecting the hoe or are we keeping the hoe? We are rejecting it. So we are rejecting the null hypothesis. Now, if you wanted to do that other test, like I do the classical, the other one would be, is your P greater than alpha or is your P less than alpha? What is our P? Our P is 0.4857 and our alpha was 0.05. It is less than, which is going to be a reject. So if you want to do it that way, you can. I just like seeing the picture. All right, I'm going to let you do one from start to finish. Do I reject that hoe or do I keep it? All right, first thing I want to do is get the H0 and the H1. What am I talking about in this problem? What's going to be my H0? 0.38. It is a percentage, so P equals 0.38. What am I trying to prove? It has decreased, so that's going to be P is less than 0.38. What kind of test is this?
Left tail.
A left tail, because it's pointing left. They told us that our alpha, or our level of significance, is 0.05. So I come to my chart. Oh, what is my X and my N? 403 is the X, and 1122 is my N. So I come down here, and I have a 0.05, and it is left tail this time. So when I draw, here's my thing, and I am at a negative 1.645, and I'm shading to the left. We good so far? So now I am going to go to my calculator, stat test, down to number 5. It is a 0.38 with 403 people who answered my question the way I wanted out of 1122. This time it is a left, so we have to make sure that we highlight the less than. And then when I hit calculate, that gives me that my Z is negative 1.44. Negative 1.44 is going to be where? To the left or to the right of that point?
To the right.
To the right. So do I reject it or do I keep it?
Keep.
So do not reject H not. That would be your answer, because it does not fall in the shaded rejection region. Now, FYI, if this was a two-tailed problem, so if you had, for example, P equals 0.3 and P does not equal 0.3, you're going to go as a two-tail. And on your little chart, see how your two tails do plus or minus? So it's going to do a plus 1.65 and a minus 1.65 or whatever. And because it's two tails, you're going to shade in both directions. So when you go to your calculator and you get your Z, if your Z falls in either one of these, then you're going to reject it. But if your Z falls anywhere here, then you're not going to reject it. So it's the same way, it's just doing two tails versus one tail. Yay? Now, just to show you really quickly, not that page, but content, if I go to, see if it'll pull up. There we go. I go under final exam information, and let me go to the solutions just to pull that part up and show you. Get down towards the bottom. We haven't done 10.3. Okay, this is the one, like what's going to be, you have your H naught and your H1, you've got your X, your N, your significance. This one's got the thunderstorm, we haven't done that one yet. Scroll up, get one that we've done. Oh, that one's easy. Well, I'll go over these when we do it tomorrow, because y'all only have 3 pages left. I have 3 pages of notes for Wednesday in 10.3, and that's it. So, when you come in on Wednesday, you can either come in with some homework questions if you have them, Or I'll do 10-3, do homework, and go over the review as much as we can. But I am done everything except for 3 pages. So you can do all homework except for 10-3. Test due today, homework due Sunday.
And then next week it's all review for the final?
And I'll start reviewing Wednesday.
Yep.
So Wednesday review, Monday review, so you won't get any more new information from me after Wednesday. You have 3 more new pages and that's it. Everything else will be reviewed. And then once you get your test done today, you just have homework and final exam. That's it. Are you dying on me, Austin? Oh, do you need some Nexium from our math problem? All right, formula sheets. If you will turn those in, please. My bad, Chloe. I said it a little too late. And I will see y'all on Wednesday. 3 more days, 3 more days. I still let you out early.